Number one, anti promises. It is better for you not to make a promise to your child than promising what you cannot fulfill. You know, in so many cases, parents tend to promise their children, like promising them that when they get a specific position in school, you will get them either a bicycle, get them a teddy bear, or there is this special thing you know that child likes, and then you promise to get it for him or her. And you know, it's either you can't afford it at that point or you are not willing to buy it for that child. Don't go ahead to make such promises. Or you promise them to take them to a certain park or to do some certain things for them. Don't make anti promises you know you can't keep. This would affect the confidence of the child. This will make the child not to even trust you because they'll be like, oh, you have been promising severally and you're not fulfilling it. So why should I even trust you now that you are making a promise? And it would affect the child believing or trusting people in the nearest future, even as they grow. Number two, abusive words or statements such as you are stupid, you are foolish, you are very dull, there is nothing good that will come out of you, and so many other words like that. Now, if you constantly use such words on your child and then they want to do something, they'll be like, after all, my parents keep telling me I am not good enough, I am very stupid, I am foolish. That means I can't even do anything positive with my life. This would affect their self esteem. This would affect them relating with people outside. So, for your child to grow up and become a better person, I feel you should stop using abusive words on them. Though sometimes you might not even mean it, you could say it out of provocation, or maybe because you are angry, or because you're trying to correct that child and you use such words. It is very harmful to that child. Number three is offensive words. Words such as you are too fat, you are too skinny, you look so unkept, you look so unhealthy, your hair is old, you are, you are just using some offensive words, offensive statements on your child. This look like you are trying to compliment or tell the child what he or she looks like at that point, but that is not healthy at all. When you use such offensive words on your child, it tends to diminish their self-worth. It tends to make them not to have confidence on themselves. You as a parent, it is your responsibility and duty to make your child feel loved, make the child feel cared for, you make your child feel welcome, feel invited, feel included. Even if that child is obese, there are ways you could compliment or say to that child that would make that child not feel offensive. This is not to say you shouldn't correct your child or you shouldn't say things to them. But then, as you're saying it, it wouldn't change the fact that you are their parent, they love you, they are always around you. But even as they grow up, they will have this timid attitude, this low self-esteem, and then there is no confidence in them whenever they want to do things because they feel, after all, I'm fat, and then this would not suit me. Even if I do this, I will not be successful. So be mindful of the statement and the words you use on your child. Number four on my list is comparison. Now, it is very common in homes to see that if a child is not performing well or if one child performs more than another, parent tends to compare them. But this is not healthy for the children's growth. This could lead to resentment, anger, jealousy, or even comparison among themselves because the child will not do things for himself again. They will do things because they want to show or prove to you that they are better or they can do something better. If you have among your children one who performs below average, I feel what you should do is you should give that child the support, the love, the care, the attention they need in order to become what they ought to be. Instead of comparing them like your friend is even better than you are, your brother performs better. If I had given this responsibility or duty or task to your brother, he would have done it 100% more better than you. These words are not good and they will not help your child become a better person in life. So be mindful of the kind of words or statement you use on your child. Number five, making negative wishes, making the child feel guilty, wishing you have never given birth to that child, wishing the child was like this or like that. This could just be you expressing yourself as a parent, but this will leave a lifelong scar on the child. So, for your child to grow and become a better person, for your child to grow and be very confident in themselves, you have to learn to use words of encouragement, words of affirmation, words of love on them so that they will know that their parents really care about them and they really love them. Number six on my list is making the child feel like they are a burden to you. You know, a lot of parents tend to just express themselves, but they don't really know these are actually being toxic to their children in some ways. Like, raising you cost me. If I were alone, I wouldn't be spending this much. Or when the child wants to eat or do something, you make them feel as if they are consuming too much. You are just doing toxic things to the child. It could be unknowingly to you, like I said earlier, but it is very harmful to your child. Number seven on my list is asking your child provocative questions like, why are you walking like this? Why are you being so weird? Why is your tummy protruding every day? Why are you this? Why are you that? Why are you that? If you know that you want to become a toxic parent, it is better for you to allow these children not to be born than giving birth to them and being toxic to them, because this would affect them. To be sincere, a lot of children go through a lot of mental illness because of how toxic their parents are. And sometimes, when they are even told, they tend not to believe it, making your child feel as if they are not worth it, as if something is always wrong with them, is very wrong. This can even make them not to participate, especially in school among their peers, because they would always feel, ah, my tummy is too big, oh, I cannot wear this certain type or kind of clothing. I cannot say stuffs in such manner. I can't do this, I can't do that, because they are always feeling they are not good enough. Instead of using words of provocation, asking them nasty questions, and making them feel weird, shower love, shower care on them. This would help them. So the last thing on my list is threatening your child to abandon them. A lot of parents do this unknowingly. You always threaten your child that if you don't stop this thing you are doing, you will just wake up one morning and I am gone. You will just be hearing about me from afar. You will never have access to me. Why then did you give birth to that child if you always threaten to abandon him or her? Why? Or you threaten your child that if they don't reduce some certain things, if they don't do this, if they don't do that, they will just go to school, return, and you are nowhere to be found. Who does that? Please love your child. These children will keep loving you because you are the only parent they know. But even as they grow, they would not be confident. Their self esteem will diminish. They will be so timid. They won't even be able to perform well. Now, I know of so many kids who wrote their SSC examination, failed severally, like severally. They kept writing and failing repeatedly. But because of the kind of parents they have, they kept encouraging them, giving them words of affirmation. The more they write and fail, the more the parents keep encouraging them. And these children are something great in the society today. Your child can also become a great person in the society. Don't always make that child feel bad. It might just look as if you are just being yourself, you are just trying to train the child the way you want to. Yes, it is very good, but then be mindful. Most children who are timid, most children who become toxic in the society, most children who end up doing things they didn't even plan on doing, became such as a result of such kind of behavior or such kind of toxic attitude and words that came from their parents right from the home. So determine as a parent or as a would-be parent that you will be a loving and caring parent to your child. Imagine you as an adult and every day they keep giving you toxic words, they give bullying you. How would you feel? How would your attitude, your behavior and character be towards others? Not to talk more of your child. These are the future generation. These are people whom we are entrusting that God will use them to become battle axe in His hands. These are children whom we are trusting that they will become brighter and do better things than their parents. So why diminishing or give making life so unbearable for them right now that they are growing? Determined to make your child become the best version of him or herself. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, share with those you feel would be of help too. and leave your view and your take on this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit on the notification bell so that you'll be among the first person to get notified whenever I upload new videos. I upload videos every week, and I will see you in my next video.